Last year, so much hopelessness inside this arena. It's been replaced by the sounds of hope and rebirth. 21 months since the last time the Saints played here, almost 2 years ago, and more than a year since the devastation of Hurricane Katrina. The Dome is open for business. It's a football stadium once again. Home, sweet Dome. What an incredible night, and it's only beginning. For all the folks on Monday Night Countdown, I'm Robin Roberts. Time now to turn it over to Mike Tirico, Joe Theismann, and Tony Kornheiser. Enjoy, Mike.
Thank you, Robin. In this stadium and city that has seen so many landmark moments tonight, a poignant piece of its history, best summed up in one word: resiliency.
In spite of the floodwaters of Katrina, in spite of pumps that don't work and flood walls that were built inferior, in spite of neighborhoods that were shattered, we are still right here. Let us never forget the lives that were lost, the pain, the tears, the suffering, and the grief. Yes, we must never, ever forget. Now we must move forward, and forward we will, because our resolve will never, ever diminish. Tonight, our future burns brighter than ever before. Regardless of your affiliation or denomination, regardless of our social or economic status, regardless if you're wearing red and black or black and gold, tonight we are one.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Hallelujah!
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number. When the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
We are still here. We are still here. We are still here.
When the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
And after 13 months, New Orleans and its Saints together again.
Back to Greg and Dan.
All right, thanks, JB. And so you look at the AFC North, Baltimore. Looking at the rest of the folks, and I think Baltimore a little problem with Steve McNair with the concussion. Out of bounds at midfield is Sammy Parker.
Sammy Parker. Taken by Townsend. First and 10.
Clock continues to move. 7:15 to play here in the first quarter, and Heward finding a little bit of rhythm early on.
Looking very sharp at the beginning of this game. When you play this Pittsburgh defense, it's all about accounting for the blitzers and the rushers and pressure being brought by that guy, 69-year-old Dick LeBeau.
Gives to Ronnie Cruz, going straight ahead as we welcome those of you joining us here at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Greg Gumbel, Dan Deerdorf, the Pittsburgh Steelers, took the opening kick, and thanks to a big play covering 50 yards, Roethlisberger to Santonio Holmes, resulted eventually in a touchdown run by Willie Parker that has the Steelers on top 7-0.
And for the Chiefs, it's deja vu all over again as they fell behind the Arizona Cardinals 14-0 last week. The Cardinals scoring on Matt Leinart touchdown passes on their first 2 possessions. Coming back here against the Steelers at Hines might be a little harder.
Heward to throw. Looked like it might have been tipped coming out of his hand. Clark Higgins was in on Heward.
Again, it's good pass protection, but again, right at the last minute, the defense didn't elevate much. But Clark Higgins goes up and gets a fingernail on the ball, just enough to deflect it where it couldn't be completed.
First incomplete pass of the day gives Kansas City a 3rd and 6. Heward needs the 40-yard line for a first down. Over the middle, incomplete. Deshae Townsend with the breakup. And welcome to Pittsburgh, those of you just joining us. We have just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. A Willie Parker touchdown has the Steelers on top 7-0, and the Steelers about to get the ball back as the Kansas City punting unit has come onto the field. Santonio Holmes back at his own 10-yard line for the kick. Kansas City punter is Dustin Colquitt. High floater, fair catch called for, and made at about the 15-yard line. 5:51 to play, first quarter. Steelers lead it, 7-0.
Time for the coin toss. Visiting team, call it in the air.
Want a good, clean game. We're all professionals here.
You can change for $1.
Want to get away? Now you can. Get your game on with Southwest Airlines and Visa. Go to southwest.com and use your Visa card to tackle fares from $49 to $159. Suit up and purchase by October 19th. Visa and Southwest, proud sponsors of the NFL.
Honey, look! Dolphin! Wow, I can't believe it! Ah!
There's a better way to phone for less.
Sweet Vonage!
Unlimited local and long-distance calling, just $24.99 a month. That's a savings of up to 50% on your phone bill.
Honey, the Dolphins! Come on, let's go play!
Vonage, one smart decision among many, many stupid ones. Call 1-800-989-4VON.
There were 2 options. Change the road or change the SUV. Introducing the Acura MDX with super handling all-wheel drive. Technology takes it to a whole new place. Acura. Advance.
CBS Tomorrow. All neighborhoods have secrets. This one forgot to bury theirs.
Where'd you dig that up? Gary Logan's backyard.
Do I have your attention now?
A new CSI Miami, CBS Tomorrow.
5:51 to play in the first quarter. Pittsburgh with a 7-point lead and the ball at their own 15-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger says he feels close to where he wants to be physically. Not there yet.
I guarantee you he feels better with the lead.
Play fake. And throws to the far side. Oh, nice catch across the 30 to the 34 by Cedric Wilson.
For those of you that just joined us on their first drive, the Steelers scored. Here's why they drafted Santonio Holmes #1 to turn 4-yard hitches into 50-yard gains. And that's exactly what happened there. Finished off by Willie Parker, banging it in with some power football. And Pittsburgh has the early lead. And you're right, that was a nifty catch.
Parker, the lone back, behind Roethlisberger, and he gets the ball out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Eric Hicks making the stop for Kansas City. Dante Hall not playing today. Suffered a hip injury his last time out. Thought he might be able to go today. Coach Herman Edwards asked him if he could go the whole day, and he said he didn't think so. So he's not in uniform.
And it had to come as quite a shock to Herman, who was convinced that Dante Hall was going to play. In the middle, there's Joey Porter. Again, pulled his hamstring during the practice here on Wednesday. Came through last week's game unscathed. You hate to lose guys during the week.
Penalty markers fly. Nate Washington on the end around is dragged down at about the 40-yard line by Derek Johnson. Our referee today is Scott Green, and let's see what he has to say.
Illegal motion, number 39, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Well, a couple of things to keep an eye on here this afternoon as we watch this game. Certainly, all eyes are on this guy, Ben Roethlisberger. You can't enjoy the kind of success that he's had and lose all three of your starts in the year without the spotlight. It's always Blitzburg coming against Larry Johnson. Johnson was 1,750 yards a year ago. Hey, everybody's after you. You got a bullseye on your chest when you own the Lombardi Trophy.
Here's Parker. Parker to about the 35. Hawley and Kawika Mitchell with the stop. And we mentioned that Roethlisberger feels close to where he wants to be physically. But you spotted as soon as he walked in there. This guy's a lot lighter than when we saw him a year ago.
He's 20 pounds lighter, and he said that he wants to keep the weight off. And he said, actually, last year I was trying to lose weight, and I'm not happy with the circumstances in which I lost the weight. But now that I have lost it, I fully plan on keeping it off.
Roethlisberger will operate out of the shotgun on 3rd and 9. Good time, pumps once, tries to go deep, has a man open, and now incomplete. Nate Washington, the intended receiver, and Sammy Knight had to come all the way across the field.
That ball just wouldn't come down. Nate Washington has to be looking at this ball. Hurry, 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 hurry. It just won't get there in time. And then, quite frankly, Washington kind of underestimates how far it's going to go and sets up camp a little bit short. After all that time, you would have think he would have found the right spot on the field to settle under the ball.
Eddie Kinnison deep for the kick. Kinnison from the 21. Across the 30 to about the 32 or 33-yard line where Mike Logan makes the stop. It's a 7-0 Pittsburgh lead. We're back to Pittsburgh right after this.
Something new to crave. Presenting the all-new CR-V from Honda.
You're on a mission to get an amazing new TV this year, but you want to be absolutely sure you pick the right one. Circuit City makes it simple.
I guess you're just what I needed.
That's because we've got thousands of online customer reviews that rate the hot new stuff. And right now, get no interest till 2008 on all TVs $299 and up. Plus, save up to $400 instantly on all TVs $499 and up. Only at Circuit City.
Hey.
Hey. You got Singular?
No. Sprint.
Sprint mobile broadband downloads 5 times faster than Singular's Edge.
Well, I'm done.
Because in business, it pays to keep moving. Get the power of the nation's largest mobile broadband network. Get a free mobile broadband card. Visit sprint.com/mobile broadband.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 41. The all-new CR-V, it's something new to crave from Honda. And by refreshingly smooth Bud Light, always worth it.
the Chile Allegheny on into Heinz Field. There's Damon Heward. His numbers on the day as he takes over his own 33-yard line. Larry Johnson trying left side, nothing there. Arnold Harrison, the first-year linebacker who is starting in place of injured Joey Porter.
Arnold Harrison is really the third guy in line at this linebacker position, but he does do a good job of stringing it, fighting through the shoulder of Jordan Black, getting upfield and making the hit. James Harrison is the normal backup to Joey Porter. He's out with a high ankle sprain. So Arnold Harrison, who's never started a game before in the NFL, gets the call.
That play happened right in front of Joey Porter, who was cheerleading on the sideline. 2nd and 11. Heward throws. Johnson catches across the 35 to the 37.
Heward's pass between the Johnson. Stop by Palombo.
Well, Damon Heward has done everything you could possibly expect of your backup quarterback. You can see his first 5 seasons there, what's going on. He started a little bit when he was in Miami. He's been in Kansas City. This is his 3rd year. He didn't play any the previous 2. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a rating of 107.4. That's the 2nd best quarterback rating in the NFL. I'd say that's pretty good production from a backup.
I'd say. Coming up on a minute 50 to play in the first quarter. Heward to throw. Over the middle, incomplete. Bounced off of Eddie Kennison.
That's not what you want.
These Steelers have not allowed a single point in the first quarter this season. And we have a minute 48 to play here, and they're about to kick it away. There's Trent Green still trying to shake off the effects of and come back from concussion.
Herman Edwards telling us they don't have a timetable yet for Trent, although he is at the facility and he is doing some running and working out.
Holland from the 17. 30, 35. Over the 40, out to the 42-yard line, and a fine return by Santonio Holmes. 7-0 Steelers. They have the football.
The world is advancing. Faster and faster. Are you in or out? Introducing the all-new 7-passenger Acura MDX. Technology takes it to a whole new place. Acura. Advance.
Introducing new Dr. Pepper Berries and Cream. So rich, so creamy, with a hint of raspberries. Once the creamy taste gets a hold of you, you won't want to let go. Dr. Pepper Berries and Cream and get buried in cream.
Why don't we have a wireless network like the Kumar Swamis?
Hello, neighbor. Show-offs. Because ours is more exciting. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Which messages will I get? It's like a fun little surprise.
That last time wasn't.
Grandma's forgiven us now. Haven't you, Graham? She will.
Only one family share plan comes with America's most reliable wireless network. Join now, buy one VCast Samsung phone with a navigation system, get the second free. Only 6 days left at Verizon Wireless.
You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 41. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new 7-passenger Acura MDX. Acura. Advance. And by Dr. Pepper. With 23 flavors in every Dr. Pepper, there's more to it.
The patriarch of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the late Art Rooney, and his son Dan, who now runs the Steelers, both enshrined in Canton, Ohio, in Pro Football's Hall of Fame, and the National Football League would not be what it is today without both of their efforts.
This is Parker. Good run across midfield and into Kansas City territory where Tamba Hali makes the stop.
Boy, this crowd is very appreciative of any positive thing in the running game. Willie Parker, we all know about his explosiveness, but that's one of the few times that he's really gotten a clean look at the second level of the defense. Outstanding blocking up front that time. Max Starks at right tackle, Kimoyatu at right guard, Hardings at center. Really opened up a nice hole to their offensive right.
1 minute to play in the first quarter. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Has a man open inside the 20 to the 10, the 5. Roethlisberger has his first touchdown pass of the season.
Big Ben is off the snide. He's off the snide. And for the second week in a row, Herman Edwards' club finds themselves down a couple touchdowns. Boy, a double fake. A fake pump to the outside, a fake handoff to Willie Parker, and he finds Nate Washington wide open in the Kansas City secondary. All you need is one missed tackle, and Big Ben's got his TD.
Jeff Reed to kick the extra point. It is good. Big plays have been the story of this day so far for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nate Washington on the receiving end. Ben Roethlisberger throwing it for the first time this season. And the Steelers lead 14-0.
Coach, would you agree it's a little hot in here for a mock turtleneck?
I wouldn't disagree with it. I wouldn't disagree with it.
Coach, my buddies tell me when it's this hot, nothing's more refreshing than a cold Coors Light.
You know something? They're right sometimes. More often than not, they're right.
Coach, doesn't this guy's hat look awesome backwards?
A lot of guys might not have reversed that.
Taste the cold of Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Did your place kicker make this onion dip?
It didn't look like he made it from where we were standing.
Take this, take him down. Give me the tape. Ready? Here we go. Let's go.
With 13 feet of standout, no other tape comes close. The Fat Max Extreme from Stanley.
Halt! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Answer my 3 questions and I'll let you pass.
Are you kidding?
What's large as a mountain but as small as a... Hey, how many people you got in there?
8.
Whoa, is that a DVD player?
Maybe.
Do I smell cookies?
Hit the gas. That's 3.
Beloved by humans, envied by trolls. The Pilot from Honda.
Hey, we remind you, you can take CBS Sportsline with you wherever you go on your current internet-enabled phone. Access breaking news and in-depth stats, get expert video, live scoreboards, and even manage your fantasy team. Click on mobile at cbssportsline.com. .50 seconds to play.
Got to give Ken Wisenhunt, the offensive coordinator, some props. That was a well-designed touchdown play. That pass from Roethlisberger to Nate Washington.
Jeff Webb is deep. And he takes it at the 4. 25. And out to about the 33, 34-yard line. Nate Washington celebrating the 47-yard touchdown catch that has the Steelers up 14-zip.
I love costume parties. Hello, Roman.
Hey, where's Matt?
Matt's right here.
What are you doing?
We're in a little thing I like to call the best costume ever. Check it out. Got Bud Light up to my rims.
You are good.
Someone's coming. Don't mess this up for me.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Hey, I'm Matt.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. I see. Yeah. Wait.
Well, she wants a KFC famous bowl. You know, layers of her favorites. Mashed potatoes, corn, chicken, gravy, and cheese, all in a bowl.
Try new KFC Famous Bowls, freshly prepared with our home-style mashed potatoes, layered with sweet corn, all white meat, crispy chicken, and topped with our signature gravy and 3-cheese blend. Dig into great layers of flavor with KFC Famous Bowls.
Dell doesn't just keep our business running. Dell keeps it growing. Because Dell technology is easier to scale. But even better, Dell designs it all around our business and where it's going. So they not only deliver the right solution for today, they help us map out a plan for tomorrow.
Dell PowerEdge servers feature the reliability of dual-core Intel Xeon processors. It's your enterprise, so every Dell solution is purely you.
Jericho comes one step closer to contact with the outside world.
This is the Department of Homeland Security. Do not attempt to leave.
Everybody calm down.
But nothing can prepare them for what's about to hit home.
What's happening?
A new Jericho, CBS Wednesday.
Steelers offensive coordinator Ken Wisenhunt has seen the Steelers put up 151 total yards in just the first quarter here so far. Larry Johnson, Ronnie Cruz in the backfield behind Damon Hewitt, who gives to Johnson. Johnson to the 35-yard line. We go to New York and James Brown. JB.
Hey, Greg, LaDainian Tomlinson adding to his Chargers record here with this 5-yard touchdown scant, 84th career touchdown, surpassing Lance Allworth in Chargers history. 14-7, San Diego over San Fran. Greg and Dan.
That LT, he could be good. He's got a chance. San Diego and Denver figure to be pretty much a dogfight atop the AFC West the rest of the season. Here's Johnson again, and Johnson to about the 37-yard line, and that should do us for the first quarter. Time runs down in the first. Pittsburgh lead at 14-0. We'll return after this. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Hey, look at this, I got something new. Push to talk, push together, who do I want to talk to? I got my crew, they can always talk. But I can't talk to Brian, cause he's with a client. What about Rudy? Jury duty. Push the button down. Talk across the land.
See who's available and talk instantly with the push of a button on the largest push-to-talk network coverage area in America. Now buy one phone and get a second free. Push to talk from Singular.
Let's get it on.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders.
They're the two faces of justice. Law and Order now showing on America Plus.
You have one life. Not 9. Just one. No second chances. No time to waste. Not 1 minute. Not 1 second. One life. Live it. Live it up. Live it down. Live it large. Live it small. Make it to the top. Let's go.
And covered by the Steelers back 20-yard line.
Well, he muffed that punt and got very, very fortunate.
Ike Taylor covered the ball. It'll be Steeler football when we come back.
Get a Volkswagen and receive a custom First Act guitar. Plug into the stereo and make your V-dub rock.
This amplifier has airbags. I'm all right.
Dave's got wigs for dogs.
What do the pieces run?
They could go up to thousands.
How drunk do you have to be to spend that kind of money on air?
Tomorrow.
the SEC on CBS. Bama battles the 8th-ranked Vols. College football at its best. Next Saturday on CBS.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, along with Dan Deerdorf. I'm Greg Gumbel. I don't want to say it's a big game because every game in the National Football League regular season is a big game. But for the Steelers, this is a huge game.
And Bill Cowher told us, look, Baltimore and Cincinnati are both playing games that they could lose. If they lose and we win, we're only one game out on the loss side, and that's what he sold his team. Well, guess what? Cincinnati and Baltimore both lost.
Meanwhile, back to work on offense. This is Willie Parker up the left sideline. Trying to cut back, slips and falls close to the 45-yard line. Greg Wesley will get credit for the tackle. It's not the first time we've seen a player slip on this field here today, but another big play on offense for Pittsburgh.
No, it's actually the third time that I can remember. Remember, Ty Law slipped on the big Holmes play, and then Holmes slipped at the end of it. And Willie Parker, trying to make something happen, tries to go back to the middle of the field. He doesn't get enough cleat in the grass, and down he goes. But again, an outstanding job by the Pittsburgh offensive line of giving him a chance to get to that second level.
Parker again to about the 47 where Jared Allen makes the stop. Coming into this game, Kansas City's pass defense allowing less than 150 yards a game. That's third best in the National Football League. They've allowed 127 yards already to Roethlisberger and the Steelers.
And again, I mentioned this earlier, but for those of you that joined us late, for the second week in a row, they're down 14-0. The difference is that was to the Cardinals in Arizona. This is the Steelers in Pittsburgh. It's a lot to ask.
Second and 8, Roethlisberger tripped up and goes down. That was Ty Law.
The single toughest blitz for a quarterback to deal with is the corner blitz. Because initially you're looking up the middle, and in this case, look at Ben, has to turn his back to make the play fake to Willie Parker, and by the time he gets a chance to turn around, Ty Law is on him. He almost got away from Law, but not quite. By the time Ben saw Ty Law, it was too late. Of course, Ty Law's got reason to play well. He's from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, and he's got, what, 30 or 40 people here?
He said he had to cap it off at 30.
Yeah.
Third and a long 15. Roethlisberger steps up over the middle, wide open. Hines Ward inside the 35 to the 32 and a first down.
A classic pocket was provided for Ben Roethlisberger. The tackles never got off the line. The ends are ushered around the corner. It's a four-man rush, but take a look at this. Both ends go right by him. The tackles are erased. Ben can step up, get into the ball, and delivers a perfect strike. That was a beautiful illustration of what a pocket is supposed to be.
Ward in motion. Parker right up the middle to the 25.
And right now, Kansas City's defense is on the ropes.